Story time, story time, story time. Good afternoon, everyone, and a happy holiday weekend. I am Leon Seaman. I'm the executive director today. I'm the executive director every day, but I am here today because Chill is taking a much-deserved day with his family, and we wish all of our veterans our sincere and deep gratitude for all that you do to keep us safe. And we hope that people are spending this weekend honoring the service that you have done to our country. We are here today, our last weekend in our month-long celebration of AAPI Heritage Month, to watch a wonderful presentation, storytime presentation of a new work, The Girl with the Lantern Heart, co-directed by Patrick Lord and Stan Kang. I got a preview of it last night. It is absolutely fabulous. So you're in for a real treat. Parents out there, if you're watching, make a point to go get your kids to come and watch it with you. This is a fabulous show to watch, full family, everybody enjoy together. Some things that they've asked me to remind you about today are our list of announcements for the general good. We are having in-person summer camp this summer. I am so excited to see the kids back in the building. We will be doing a lot outdoors and some in the building, and everybody will be masked, but we're going to have a great time. So it's exciting. The elementary camp currently has spots in session 2 that I think starts July 5th. So sign up there. The other ones are wait list only. At the secondary level, we still have spots for you junior high and high school aspiring stars out there. So make sure to sign up for those slots before they go as well. Our next slide. Yes, and for people who are still looking to stay home this summer, we are going to offer online camps. We have it up on our website. You can check it out. If you're more comfortable staying home and learning your art from home, we have that opportunity, as well as our fans across the United States who tune in every week. You can still participate with Adventure Theater this summer. And we are, and I'm not ready to announce it yet, but we are working towards getting ahead of myself. So scholarships, cost is never a barrier. We make a point at Adventure Theater to make sure that cost is never a barrier. So if you have opportunity to send in an audition for our secondary camp, we have scholarships. The information is on our website. You, I think, do a monologue, a song, whatever the instructions say, and send the video in. We do have scholarships still available for the secondary program. And I'm not announcing, but we are getting close to announcing coming back in person in theater. So in order to do that, I think we need a little over $45,000 to launch that first show. We're missing that little bit left. So if you are at all able to make a donation from $500 to $5,000, whatever is a comfortable gift for you, please consider giving us a gift and help bring back the adventure so that we can come back in person with live shows real soon. So those are all the announcements I was asked to make. We are about to watch this amazing presentation of a new work, The Girl with the Lantern Heart. It was co-directed by Patrick Lord and Stan Kang. And as I said, I took a preview of it last night, and it is amazing. So as soon as the team is ready, let's go.
Hate crimes against Asian Americans in major U.S. cities surged by nearly 150% in 2020, even as overall hate crimes fell.
Along with a growing number of infections, the coronavirus is spreading fear and discrimination against Asian Americans.
In the Pacific Islander community, for many, it also highlights a long history of feeling invisible.
Monsters are real.
Hey, it's okay.
In this story, you do not have to be afraid. Though it is okay if you are. Fear is not a bad thing.
It is not a feeling to be afraid of.
So it is all right if you get scared. But I want you to know that right now, you are safe here with me as I tell you the story of the girl with the lantern heart. Our story begins on a day where a world much like ours was swallowed up by darkness. In one instant, monsters from all over revealed themselves as they blanketed all the lands in shadow, swallowing the sun and moon and snuffing out the lights. The world fell into night as dark as a cave, with only dim starlight hanging in the sky. People fled from the homes they knew, which were full of dark corners, into small villages, protected by torches and firelights that burned all day and all night. It was only through this constant effort, working together, that they were able to protect themselves. Over time, people adjusted to life in these villages, tending their fires and caring for one another, unable to venture beyond their borders into the darkness. After many years, however, a young girl was born that would change everything. You see, this girl was born with a lantern for a heart. A lantern that glowed from the moment she was born, shining light everywhere she went. Now, as if a lantern for a heart was not special enough, this light had another special magic power. When you stood in its light and looked at your shadow, you did not just see a dark reflection of who you are, but you also saw who you might be. All the great possibilities were laid out before you.
What are you up to, little one?
Seeing what is possible.
The story's not over. You must pay attention.
It's all right. Are you ready to hear the rest?
Sorry. Yes, please.
This was truly a special gift, and she happily shared these glimpses into the future with any who wished to see. Then, one day, when she was older, the magic in her lantern showed her something she had never seen. Her own shadow, and all that lay before her. But the girl knew this was not a possibility, but a vision, showing her what she had to do. And so the girl set out the very next day, much to the protests of her village and her family. She told them that she would be all right, and promised to return safely once she had confronted the queen of all monsters and show her the light. Many thought she was mad, but none could deny her courage as she set out from the village. The girl walked into the darkness, but thanks to her lantern heart, the constant glow surrounded and protected her from monsters that lurked in the shadows. Soon, however, the path disappeared, and she found herself deep in the forest, where, for the first time, she came face to face with a monster.
You do not belong here, girl.
Hello. Do you know the way to the river?
I do, but it does not matter, little one, for you will never reach it.
If you know the way, will you tell me?
Little one, are you not scared? Do you not see that you're alone? These woods are my home, not yours. You are foolish to think otherwise. You will not find the river, for I shall eat you, as I have eaten all who lost their way before you.
I may not walk the way you know, but that does not mean I am lost. If you are so sure I cannot survive in your world, then what is the harm in telling me where I can find the river?
The river lies just beyond the trees you see before you. But my branches are so thick, there won't even be a glimmer of starlight for you to see by. There's no path for you, no light to find your way. It is hopeless. With a flap of my wings, I can snuff out your light, little cannon child.
You may block out the stars, monster, but your wings will only fan my flame and strengthen my light. I see my way now, just as I see your lies as you try to convince me that I am lost. So I thank you for your help. And I shall see you again, here, in our forest.
Oh, hey, are you cold? You're shaking.
No, yes, thank you. That is much better.
So the girl walked through the trees into the darkest part of the forest, but eventually she found her way to the river. The river was as dark as it was wide and deep, with a strong current and no bridge in sight. As the girl reached the bank, searching for a way across, she met her second monster.
It's his
time to turn back, girl.
Hello. Do you know the way to the mountain?
Of course I know the way. But what does it matter? You will never be able to reach the mountain, for it lies across this river. Once you fall into the waters, I shall drag you down, and your light shall go out forever.
You believe I'm afraid to fall? I am not afraid of the water, and I am not afraid of you, monster. Will you tell me where the mountain is? If I can cross to the other side?
You are a proud and foolish child, but very well. On the other side of this river, the mountain lies, just beyond the next clearing of trees, to the east.
Thank you, monster.
Thank me not, little fool, for it will not matter. You have no bridge to cross, nor the strength to swim my currents. And I shall be waiting with an open mouth.
I told you, I do not fear you, and I will not fail. You cannot scare me into giving up without trying, just like your cold waters cannot douse my light.
You will disappoint your village and your family by dying here.
No, I will honor them by defying your darkness.
Yes.
You cannot tell me who I am or what I can do, monster. You will never convince me that I am weak, nor will you set boundaries and tell me I cannot cross them. So I thank you for your help. I will be on my way, knowing I am stronger with every step.
More?
No, thank you. That was good tea. Would any of you like some?
Perhaps later, after the story.
Yes, it is wise to savor the taste. A little goes a long way.
Okay. What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing important. Just admiring the moon.
You can barely see it with all these clouds.
But you can see the glow, right? You see that bright spot?
Oh, yeah, I see it. I think I do.
It's always important to look for the light. Even the faintest glow.
Shall we return to our story? I'm sure somebody here is getting sleepy.
No, I'm wide awake.
As the girl walked on, the glow from her lantern heart warmed her and dried her clothes, and the light seemed to glow even brighter than before. True to the river monster's word, she soon found herself at the foot of a tall mountain, which she began to climb without hesitation. The climb was not an easy one. It was steep, and though her lantern heart provided some warmth and light, the cold winds still cut deep. The darkness seemed even deeper as she went higher, the few stars providing no comfort. Finally, after many hours, she found herself on a ledge where she could rest. Of course, this is where she met the third monster, the final guard between the girl and the queen of monsters.
Halt, little lantern girl. You have reached the end of your journey.
Hello. Do you know where the Queen of Monsters is?
I do. She is inside this mountain, but you will never reach her. Oh, I applaud you for getting this far. It is a shame. No one will ever know your story.
You are very sure of yourself, monster.
I am. I have fought many battles, and I know my strength.
You are a very strong monster, that is true, and a very large one.
Thank you.
That was not a compliment. It is just true, just as it is true that I will get past you and face the Queen of Monsters.
You think you can best me then, Tiny? thing. You are barely the size of one of my claws. I will cut you down with just a flick of my wrist.
If I win, will you tell me how to find the Queen of Monsters?
Oh, very well. If you defeat me, I shall tell you where she sits. It will not matter, because you have no hope.
There is always hope. You believe yourself too big and too strong to fail, and that is why you have already lost. You are not seeing me for who I am, and you are not seeing the challenges you yourself face.
You cheated!
No, monster! I simply refuse to play your game. You have your strength, but I have my cunning. I bested you fairly. Now, will you tell me where the Queen of Monsters lies?
Walk straight, little firefly, and you shall face her soon. Beware, your tricks will not work on her.
Thank you. I have no tricks. You're a strong and powerful monster, and I would have been a fool to fight you on your terms. You claim I won unfairly, yet you do think it would have been fair if we had clashed head-on? You cannot rig a game and then cry foul. Goodbye, monster. I hope when your rage settles, you will remember this fight and how you lost.
She's gonna be okay, right?
Are you worried?
No. Yes. I mean, it's just a lot of monsters for one girl.
For anyone, I know. But there is an end, I promise. Can you be brave for just a little while longer? The girl walked until the mouth of the cave disappeared, until the howling winds could no longer be heard. She walked until the world seemed to disappear. There was nothing but darkness and her light. She walked until she knew to stop, because she knew what was ahead.
Hello, little lantern girl.
Hello.
You have come a very long way. You must be very tired.
I am here to bring back the light.
I know. I see all that the darkness surrounds and touches. My eyes and ears are the shadows themselves.
Wait, so you're blind.
I can see more than you can possibly understand, little one. It is how I know, son, that you will never leave this cave.
You have lived in darkness too long, believing your own lies. Not only will I be walking out of this cave, but you will be beside me.
I will be sorry to eat you, girl. The world will be worse without that wild imagination of yours, which of course suits me well.
I see your fear, Monster Queen, just as I saw through your monsters. You all believe that the darkness you live in makes you better than me, but only because you each try to make me smaller. You do not get to decide these things for me. You do not get to tell me where I belong. You do not get to tell me what I can and cannot do. You do not have the power to judge me by your standards and call it truth.
I see.
Not yet, but you will. That is why I'm here, Monster Queen. Not to end you or destroy you, but to show you.
I did not know. I never knew it was so beautiful.
The world cannot be a place of darkness, just as it cannot be a place of light. You sought to bury us in shadows to protect yourselves. But we are not trying to win or erase you. We are trying to survive. Something we can only do together. Light.
And dark. Balance.
It is something we must work towards constantly. It is not as easy as living in a world of darkness, but it is also not as empty.
Where do we begin?
Here. Now. Together. It is the only way.
Monsters will always exist. But the fight is not about them. It is about fighting for a better, brighter world, where they have less power.
A world where everyone belongs. A world where we look out for each other.
A world where we see people for who they are.
That is what the girl was fighting for. And do you know where that fight begins?
Here. Now. Together. It is the only way. Monsters are real, but you can defeat them.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much to Patrick Lord and Stan King for creating that for all of us, and all the actors and the people behind the scenes that made this happen. Yeah, together we can make changes. It's awesome. That's it for today. We do have a couple of announcements. I just want to reiterate a couple things as we are closing out today. I'm still like caught up in the show. Do we have any slides there, or am I just making announcements? All right. So again, summer camps. We are selling out. Session 2 still has slots. Everything else is waitlist. Hopefully, we may be able to open some slots later in the summer. We'll see. But sign up for elementary, secondary camp, junior high and high school students. We definitely have slots left. And not only do we have slots left, we have opportunities for scholarships. Sign up. Yes, online camps for those who aren't ready to come out yet. We have those as well. And scholarships, especially the junior high and high school students. Information is on our website. Check it out. You make a video at home, you send it in, and then you earn a scholarship towards our secondary camp. Yeah, the horizon, the horizon of hope is here. So we're trying to raise this 40,000 plus to get that first show back up and running. If you're able to make a gift, $5, $50, $500, whatever's a comfortable gift for you, please go to atmtc.org and make a gift. Again, you know, we're trying to get the doors back open. So if you can, make a gift to atmtc.org. I'm seeing some really nice comments in the chat. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, C. Thank you, Sylvia, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Next week, we have Michelle McNiff is going to bring us Pedro Pan, the One Boy's Journey to America. I think it's one of our Celebramos series, so that'll be exciting. And they'll let me back in the studio, I hear, on Father's Day for a Father's Day joke or two. Looking forward to that. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us today. Amazing show. and have a wonderful rest of your holiday weekend.